Welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to share with you some organizational storage systems that have been working really well for us in our home. These systems were fairly inexpensive to set up and, like I said, have been working extremely well for us since we have implemented them. So without anything further, let's get into the first system. So the first system that I wanted to share with you guys is this storage unit that my husband and I actually built, which is currently in my son's playroom. So what we did, we took measurements of how big we wanted the unit, how big we wanted each of the cubes, and we went to a board cutting place. They cut all the pieces to the size that we wanted, and then we just bought the feet, and it took us about 2 hours, I would say, to build it. So it's this 8 cubed like cubby system, and in each cube or cubby is a plastic container which has got a label on it. I made the labels just with pictures and wording to help him see exactly what was inside each cube, and just laminated it and stuck it on to the front of the container. And as you can see, this first container holds all his tool sets and items. The second one contains his cars and trucks, and he's actually got a second container at the bottom here that also holds like specific cars and trains and trucks and stuff that he kind of looks for on a regular basis. The next container is for Play-Doh. So we actually have a couple of trays at the bottom there that he actually puts the Play-Doh onto, and then like this little thing holds a whole lot of different Play-Doh colors, and then that holds some more Play-Doh with like some of the utensils like cutters and rolling pin and that kind of stuff. This container actually is currently holding all his wooden train sets and accessories. It used to hold his kitchen set accessories, but he was no longer playing with that, so we swapped it out, and that's why it hasn't got a label on it yet. I still need to make the new label. Moving over to the next one. This is for his puzzles. So some of the bigger puzzles are just standing alongside this container. So he's got puzzles like some Thomas the Tank Engine dominoes, this sort of magnetic sort of fishing set, that kind of thing. And then this container holds all his Lego. So all his blocks, some smaller boards, these little Lego sort of train or wagon sets, and then the larger boards we've just put like along the side. And then this cubby up here holds his coloring books and crayons and stickers and that kind of thing. I will say I do keep paints and glues and stuff separate and in a cupboard that he can't reach. He needs to ask me for those items, like if he wants to use it. And then the last cubby, which we made like a little bit larger than the rest, just to accommodate some of his books. The larger books that don't fit into this container are standing next to it, and these are just some of his books. He's got quite a few that he likes to read on a regular basis in his bedroom. These are just the ones that he keeps in his playroom. Okay, so the second system that I'm going to share with you is in my son's bedroom, in his bedroom cupboard. So I'm just walking there now. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so excuse that we're going into tight spaces here. So basically all it is like an S hook that I've just hung on the inside of like what would be his sort of like hanging cupboard. onto the bar, and then this just holds like his backpacks and stuff, so it's easy access. It's off the ground, and like when we go out on the weekends and stuff, we normally take like some juice and some snacks and like a change of clothes and stuff for him, so we normally do need a backpack of some kind to hold all those things in. So in that case, then we just come into his room, grab a backpack off the hook, put the necessary things in it, and that's it. And if you're wondering like why there are no clothes in his cupboard, it's because we actually keep his clothes in a chest of drawers which is next to his cupboard. So that is that. And then the final system that I wanted to show you is actually in our garage, purely because that it's the space that we use. I'm gonna go in there now. Sorry, I might have to just switch the light on because we come in and out of our garage to get into our house. So this little cubby unit is right behind our garage door. This is the door that sort of like interleads from our garage into our house. So this little unit is standing, like I said, just behind the garage door, and it has my son's backpack or book bag for school, and then it holds all his shoes. My husband takes my son to school in the morning, so I normally pack his bag and get that ready the night before and put out his clothes in his room. So once he's dressed, my husband comes through to the garage, and just before they jump into the car, he grabs his backpack and a pair of shoes that will go with the outfit that he has on. So this little cubby was also came flat boxed, and I just had to put it together. It's actually two sort of cubbies on top of one another that I've just like glued together, so that should my son take a pair of shoes out of the top one, it doesn't fall over onto him. I'm sorry that the lighting is so bad in here, and my husband's car is parked here as well, so I'm just trying to like give you the best angles. So yeah, so then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves in there, and it just holds all his shoes, and it just has been working so well for us, and it's so easy, and it's something that, because it's right in our garage and kind of like right by the car, we don't forget, you know, to grab sort of like the most important things, which would be his backpack and a pair of shoes. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and maybe these are some ideas that could be implemented in your home if you think it would work. Thanks for watching. Until next time.